Rabbit, does that work for this when it's the first show of a new year? I'm not sure how that works. If hey, Rabbit, whatever it is. Welcome to 2024. Welcome to Barn Burner here on a beautiful Tuesday, the first Tuesday of the year, end of the week, and it's a game day, and we're putting our helmets on, and it's good to be back, men. How are we? How was the stretch of days?
Mine sucked.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I got drunk, and then I was hungover, and then I was in the hospital. So
That's
now, are those all related, or
no? There's twists and turns to everything, but it's all connected for sure.
Because I know in the past, usually you'd get drunk, then go to the hospital, and then be hungover. That was kind of the circuit of events there. So what was going on, buddy?
Well, the young man, he got the pneumonia and had to go in for a few nights.
The Philomena.
Yeah.
That's no good.
No, it's no fun.
Huh.
It's no good.
He didn't want that for Christmas.
Didn't even get a good meal at Christmas.
Oh, jeez.
Like, I'm still waiting.
Poor guy.
I'm still waiting for a big feast.
Now, he's waiting or you're waiting? Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. He doesn't give a shit. Yeah, no. He was probably not too
He's
worried
spoiled
about it.
now because he was in the hospital. Kid goes to the hospital, whatever they want, right?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
Although I think just in general, if you're a kid nowadays, you get whatever you want. But for sure, I would think if you're in the hospital, you ramp that up a notch or two. Yeah. Did like Nona? No, there's no food flying around there.
Well, with the kids sick, they're hypochondriacs just like me, and she's old, so they didn't want people around her because don't need her getting sick. So we had to kind of steer clear.
Oh dear. Pinder, you are not in studio. I can see.
I am in Windermere, my friend. We've been skating on the lake the last 4 or 5 days. I'll hustle back to Saft, and then we got Afterburner tonight, and we're back in the city. So it was cool. The lake was completely frozen and not a pinch of snow on it for a couple days. So it was just like the world's largest sheet of ice, it felt like. And then it snowed a bunch the last couple of days. So activities changed a little bit. It's been fun.
If you shoot a puck, it just goes forever.
Forever. Yeah. So the boys are having a blast. We got some friends up here with a kid the same age, and a lot of what Rhett was doing with the drinking and the hangovers. And then, well, it's 3 a.m. Of course, we need to play Mario Kart. No hospital yet.
Oh, well. What time are you leaving?
Yeah,
still time.
2/3.
Yeah, still
That's
time.
true. I feel like we're okay without.
Yeah. So as far as gifts for the boys and the significant others, did everything worked out okay?
Well, I think we all got taken care of by Justin and Vina Nova again, so that's a huge win for the moms. But yeah, Santa just keeps spoiling these kids. Nintendo now, ooh, look out!
Tell me more. Is it the Switch, or what do you got?
Switch, first gaming system aside from the old Sega Genesis and the loft. So it's big time. Must be all that good behavior, right?
That's a great. We had your feed froze, and it was a very good shot of you. Looked very good. You'll appreciate it. So the very first, because they're doing those again, right? You go back. It's the classic. So the very first, like the Nintendo with the door that flips up, and you put the game in, like that whole thing, or what?
No, it's a Switch. But I do have an old console, Sega Genesis. So this is their first like modern era video game system. So they're very excited and been melting their brains daily.
This is what the shoveler got me.
Oh,
those are some socks, and it is me from Halloween on the Halloween show. She's taken a still shot somehow and have put them on a pair of socks. Those are awesome.
I think it's actually Drew Carradine. It's not you.
Look at that.
Huh?
Wow.
How great those are.
We're missing out on an opportunity to make some dough there, I think. How
maybe.
many pairs have we got?
Anybody wants to buy some? They're
Nationgear.ca.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's you must have been thrilled.
Oh, pumped. Absolutely
Yeah.
pumped.
Yeah.
Diamonds for her.
Yeah.
Socks for me.
Yeah. Fat boomer socks for you. That's a pretty good trade. That's a pretty good trade. Well, we got a few things to get to. It's a game day. We had the New Year's Eve game against the Flyers. There's been an outdoor game played. The Canadian World Junior team is playing. The Buffalo Bill
not playing anymore.
Oh, yeah, I know. A lot on the line going into the final weekend of the NFL season. I saw the
championship.
I saw the circumstance where, yeah. But I saw the what was the? I'll call it up here. For the Buffalo Bills, it could be either really good or really bad, depending on what happens next weekend. Is that how that goes?
Can still clinch the division.
If the Steelers and Jags win, and the Texans-Colts game does not end in a tie, it's all or nothing for the Bills on Sunday night in Miami. Win, Buffalo wins the AFC East and gets the 2 seed. Lose, and Buffalo is eliminated. How about that?
That's the extreme example. But
that's
still,
the extreme example. Yeah.
They'll win. They're going to get a home field game. It's going to be no problem.
Yeah.
Rhett's been steady Eddie on this right from week 1. You can't overreact. It's a good
just think
team.
How good. Just think how big that game against the Jets, the first game.
I know, right? If they'd have won that thing,
imagine
right?
If they'd have won that, the one that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, they've lost. There's a couple others that they did want that.
Oh,
What was it?
Dude,
New England they lost to earlier this year?
They almost blew it on the weekend
again?
against New England. They were not good. The defense was great, but even that, I don't know if the D was good or if the offense for the Patriots was just Jonesy was throwing up frickin' turnover after pick to start the games. Like,
now, do you care by this point in the season? Like, do you care? It's just win? Because in Philadelphia, things look terrible right now.
The only concern I would have a little bit is that when you play that, because that's 2 weekends in a row, the Bills, I don't think have played that well. And you're like, so when you go up against a good team, are you capable here? Because they've done both. They've played good teams and they've played well, and then they've played bad teams and played poorly. So
you give a team credit for winning when they have to win ugly. You know, what kind of a fight is it going to be? Is it going to be a slugfest? Is it going to be an early round knockout? Hey, you come out a winner. Just mean, you know what it means? It means you're versatile. It means you can take it. How are we going to win? We can win any way we want. That said, if you're unsure, I can understand why. I can understand.
There's a few teams that have been just ravaged with injury too. You look at Miami, lost 2 of their linebackers. Philly looks nothing like the team that started 9-1. You kind of forget it's like 2 different teams. You start the season with one, you enter the playoffs with something pretty different.
Are we excited for the Flames and Wild on a Tuesday?
Oh, pumped.
Oh, again.
Helmet's on.
Beautiful. And no Kaprizov. That was always the antidote. You're like, let's do this Kaprizov. No, hurt.
1 to 2 weeks for Kaprizov. Zuccarello, who was having a great season, he is out week to week. Philip Gustafsson, their goaltender, has been put on the IR. Jonas Brodin has been out. You talk about ravaged with injuries. The Minnesota Wild come into this one banged up for sure. So got them right where they want them. Flames got them right where they want them.
Ripe for the pickings.
Is that right?
They are ripe for the pickens.
Pickens. For the Kenny Pickens.
Yeah, Pickens. They've played, twice already this year. Wild have won both.
This is it for the season series. Yeah.
Boldy, the game winner in both. Vladar was in net for both. Will Vladar make it 3? Or will it be Markstrom tonight?
Markstrom's been good, fellas. They're going to ride him.
I would think it's Markstrom. Makes more sense to play Markstrom than it does to play Vladdy, I would think.
It's a funny one because we did, Cammy and I did an Afterburner the other night, and people are texting, so maybe, do you think it's time to let Vladar have a run? Get Vladar? Like, I know everybody wants to trade the guy. let him play so he can play well, so Conroy can trade him and get a lot. No, you're not. I don't see that happening. He had a chance when Markstrom was injured. That was his chance to play some games and go on a run. Markstrom looks great right now. He looks as good as he has basically in Flames colors, don't you think?
Right up there with as good as he has. I mean,
Since that Vezina year.
Yeah, he's had good years last year, but he's the type of goaltending right now that gets you in trouble. Keeps you in the mix.
The mushy middle, yeah. That's mushy middle goaltending right there.
Yeah, not sure exactly what to do. Is the team any good, or is our goaltender just really good? Huh. So
felt for him the other night. He was really good, and they get 2 goals with the goalie pulled. The Flyers. It's like shit. That's not ideal. But they win 4-3. So all of a sudden, this team that don't win wins. We don't want wins. What points in 6 of 8 or whatever it is now? They're not really making up any significant ground, but they are getting points. So it's kind of the worst of all worlds, right?
Yeah, I looked at it yesterday and I was like, this is terrible. Like,
it's terrible.
You still have 5 teams to climb over and something, and you're winning, and you're for sure going to be stuck with not a great draft pick because you're not bad enough to tank. Like it's no good. It really isn't.
Yeah, 4-2 in the last 6
still, though, right?
Points in 6 of 8. There is time.
I just don't see him dropping enough that maybe. I mean, those shitty teams.
You trade like Markstrom, that would help.
Yeah, Anaheim.
Get that asshole out of town. It'd be great.
If you could run Markstrom out of town, I think you could do some damage.
Yeah.
But if you're not running Markstrom out of town, you're going to be in trouble.
Do we really think there's any chance of that?
Yeah,
I get why a trade could happen. Of course, teams would want a guy. I get the whole thing. But in the real world, is there any chance where this guy's traded? I don't see it.
So
it has.
Why wouldn't it happen? I'll ask you that. Why do you see it not happening?
Because you don't need to trade him right now, and you still need people to play. And they're not in. I don't think they're in tank mode like we would like them to be. So if they're looking at it going, well,
no, not now, but in March 5th they might be.
Maybe. I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying you're asking for an explanation as to why won't it. That's why, because they don't have to trade him. They can trade him next year or the year after too.
It feels like one of those trades that we would kind of lobby for, like a Giordano trade or whatever, that would make sense, but actually never come to fruition.
Wow. The Giordano thing was stupid. It only made 100% sense. Like it was a freaking tap in, and they didn't tap it in. Yeah. Like so, like I said, I think Markstrom doesn't finish his career here, but I don't know if he's traded this year. And the longer they ride him, like even if you say March 5th, if he plays till March 5th, guess what? They don't have enough games left to. They'd have to lose them all to get into a top 5 pick. Pinder, just hang up, please. You're just a distraction. Jack, just leave him, disconnect him, but leave that picture up.
If you're only listening on the podcast, Pinder's signal is dog shirt today.
Calls back for the Pinder Report.
So what is, well, and we'll get to it. So what's the story? You have a microphone, but you don't have a cord for it?
I just grabbed the handy dandy travel kit when I was at the studio, but this little adapter here, I don't have one of those on my computer. Damn it. I needed the USB, not the USB-C connection.
Yeah. Seal getting away. Does it to me all the time.
Sorry, fellas.
We did we did Afterburner at the Grey Eagle one night, and Ryan brought the light, but not the power cord for the light. So he had a light with no way to plug it in. Yeah. So we had to race back to the studio. I just wonder, are you at a point where maybe, let me just double check and make sure. I'll just double check and make sure before I go that all of this works. Hey, maybe
There
that's
was a
that's
bit of scrambling to get out here.
maybe a resolution for 2024. Do we have any of those, men, across
Maybe.
the board? Are we looking to better ourselves?
If I could just maintain, I'll be okay. I'm happy
Yeah?
to maintain.
Things
Let's
are
not
good.
fall back. Let's not go back. I don't want to go in reverse or decline. Just maintain. Just a nice maintenance package.
Look at, I mean,
Jack, get him
it's
off.
as though Jack's doing it on purpose.
Yes, I think Jack is. Jack is messing with us. He's better when he's alone.
I can't imagine how bad it looks at your end. I'm sorry.
No, it looks great. It looks great.
Yeah.
Marc-Andre Fleury. Did you see he had they gave him the solo twirl the other night before the game, like how they put the rookies out there and they do a lap for themselves at the start of the game? They gave Marc-Andre Fleury that one the other night for game 1,000 in his career.
Ooh,
It's
that's a lot,
hockey.
boys. For a goalie? Ooh.
For a goalie, that's a ton of work.
Isn't it? It's a lot. He
Hall of Famer, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Needs 2 wins to pass Patrick Roy for second in career victories with
Really?
551. 2 more.
And Marty's first? How far ahead is Marty?
I didn't check, but I feel like
A ways?
it's a ways. Do you think of Fleury in that vein?
Nope. I don't.
No.
In that Brodeur echelon?
He's French Canadian.
What did he get? 2 cups or 3?
3, but he didn't play a lot in the 1. I think Matt Murray had all but 1 of the starts.
Yeah.
But I mean 3. But it's like Sid and Malkin. That's what you think about, isn't it?
Yeah,
Tang?
I just for Marty and you compare him with the great goaltenders. I think Marty and Pat Roy there. Cups.
Yeah.
Right.
Just want to call it up here.
For 2 decades, it was one or the other winning a cup. It felt like. What are you pulling
Went
up?
first
And Marty did it
one
without.
was 3. And I'm just looking. That was that. I mean, who's still? That was the Phaneuf draft. So Fleury goes 1. Is Eric Stahl still playing? Is he still? Is he like in Florida or something?
He was Florida last year.
Yeah. Ryan Suter is still playing. Jeff
Wow.
Carter is still playing.
Is there a Shen in there?
Parise, Brent Burns. But that might be it. I mean, Corey Perry was playing. But that was Phaneuf, Braden Coburn, who are some other guys in there. Dustin Brown, Brent Seabrook, Eric Fair, Getzlaff, Kessler, Mike Richards. Those
Perry.
guys, a lot of those guys have been done for quite some time when you look at
A lot
it.
of guys had good careers and have been done for quite some time.
Yeah. So for Fleury, he did win a Vezina and a William M. Jennings trophy.
Oh.
That was in 2021, however, as a member of the Vegas Golden Knights. So all those years with Pittsburgh, he didn't, because I wondered, did he have a Vezina in those years? But it seems that's not the case. He's a Hall of Famer, though, right?
Yeah.
You can't be second all time in wins as a goaltender.
Yeah. You're going to the Hall.
With 3 cups. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a Vezina. So congratulations to Marc-Andre Fleury, I'm guessing tonight's starter. They lost back-to-back games against Winnipeg, going back to New Year's Eve and prior to that. Those are, since John Hines took over, they've been really good. They, I think it's 11-5 with Hines since he's took over. And the 5, as mentioned, just 2 of those losses have come in the last week. So they are rolling, but as you said, Ryan, they're banged up. No Kaprizov certainly hurts. Eriksson Ek has been good for them this year. He's been scoring goals, leads them in goals, I think with 15.
Yeah.
This Brock Faber kid, keep an eye on him.
Yeah,
Very good young player. Rookie, played 33 minutes the other night against Montreal.
Holy.
Only 33. Welcome to the league, kid. His average 24:38 is his on ice average. 24. He's a rookie. 24 minutes 38 seconds. His average.
Is he a 25-year-old rookie or what are we talking?
I think he's probably around 22. He was they are in the Fiala deal, boys. Remember they have that $15 million they can't spend with cap penalties. They yelled to the Kings. Faber was going to college. They traded for his right and signed him, I think, the following summer.
It's his first NHL season. He is 21 years of age. He has 16 points in 35 games. He's a Minnesota native, and you know how they love those Minnesotans.
They sure do. The Gophs.
Yeah.
Gainers.
So there you have it. You know what? Here we're getting down to it, folks. If you want to come with us to Phoenix, that's like next weekend.
Oh,
sort of 11th to 13th. You can still come. We'd love you to do it. NationGear.ca is the website to go and book your spot. We are going to Arizona. We're going to fly in. We're going to go and watch the Flames and Coyotes at the Mullet Arena. We got hotels, flights, and your game tickets to the Mullet in the Den, whatever that is. I was talking with Hordachuk. He's like, yeah, I'll see you boys there. I'm going to go to that game. I'll meet up with you guys. So, little celebrity sighting. Just a little added bonus, a little added value for the trip there. 11 to 13. Down there too. Oh, I know. We're going to, now it's based on double occupancy, of course. Very few spots available. I'm kind of surprised, but there you go. We did make it through the Christmas season. Still some spots available. NationGear.ca cost $12.99 per person based on double occupancy. So here we are, right? Even though maybe the weather's not quite as crappy as we thought it was going to be, still be nice to get out of town for a few days, wouldn't it? Get on a plane, go to the airport, go to the little cafe bar there, have a little breakfast, get on the plane, land in Phoenix, midday. Yep. Sounds good to me. Get it done. It's a presentation as well of Alberta Blue Cross, who are all about having those memorable moments, making new memories. Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance protects your memories and more wherever travel takes you. Go online and visit ab.bluecross.ca/travel for more information. Alberta Blue Cross, celebrating life's memorable moments inspired by hockey. What are the Coyotes doing? The old Yotes.
They're good. Wildcard.
They're having a decent season. 19, 14, and 2, 40 points, second wild card, just a smidge ahead of the Kraken as far as points percentage. It's the Oilers.
Better than the Oilers.
Yeah. How about that? How about the Oilers? Was it 5 in a row now?
Streaky.
Happy for them?
So happy. Just, good to see these guys. They never get a break. Never get a bounce.
I don't know. Obviously, we don't like Edmonton, but it's probably good for the league. I don't think having McDavid sit around all spring is a win for anyone.
No, probably not.
I could pack up his stuff though, right?
Yeah, that's the only. I guess that would be the upside. A little bit of short-term pain for a long term. Maybe if they missed out, he might go, this is not ideal.
Jack, can you throw those that standing back up there just for a moment? Because I guess going back to kind of what we were saying earlier, the Flames, yes, 4-2 in their last 6 points in 6 of their last 8.
Gauntlet's over.
Gauntlet run is over. They do go over 500. They're still, so they're getting points, but not really gaining ground. There are still some teams very much ahead of them in standing.
Yeah.
So this is kind of that double whammy. If you are on team rebuild, team blow it up, then this is nightmare fuel. This is exactly what you are loathing.
Well, this is what I'm loathing. And when you look at the team, the Flames, and then you look up and you're like, how are you going to gain ground on everyone and make up all that? You know what I mean? Like Edmonton is going to make it. They just are. So you're going to catch one spot, and there's Nashville, Seattle, Arizona, St. Louis, Mini, and Calgary. Could you do it? I guess. But as important, I don't think they will. There's too many teams ahead of them, and they're still under 500. It's just a tough road. But the depressing part for me is when I look underneath them. They're not dropping that far.
No, they're separating themselves. There's a bit of a ledge there now.
Yes. No good. Like, that's a long way. Anaheim has to do a lot of winning to get to 35 points.
Crap. Just gonna do some sorting here. The old points percentage. The Montreal, Buffalo, Ottawa, Columbus, Anaheim, Chicago, and San Jose are all below the Flames in terms of points percentage right now.
No good.
It's no good. I'm sorry, Rhett. It's a tough way to start the year. I know we wanted to really come in with some positivity and feel good about things.
Get off his ass and start doing stuff. Come on.
I checked in with him. It's Happy New Year. Lots going on. Very busy.
Hawaii? Did he get away?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's
go south.
No, I don't think so. I think he's in St. Paul, actually. Much like Hawaii, it's where you want to be at this time of year, but it's St. Paul, not Honolulu. You know what? I'm going to make you feel worse, I guess. It's McLeod Law this day in Flames history.
Oh, no.
Keeping the good vibes rolling. McLeod Law. Our buddies over at McLeod Law, great partners. We are going to be announcing very soon, another event. Of course, one of our partners on right across the board with Barn Burner, but also special events partner when we go, and whether it's for charity or whatever the case is, we've got something coming up. So stay tuned. You're going to want to be part of it. It's going to sell out. And the money is going to go to a great cause. And McLeod Law is right at the front of the bus on that. So stay tuned for details on that. But of course, it is McLeod Law. It's Peter Klein, and it's Shane, and it's Austin, and everybody over there. And we can't say enough about them. Peter Klein, he's that guy, the disability insurance company, kind of giving you the runaround. Then you contact Peter and let him go to work. He'll get you the disability benefits you paid for and you deserve. He'll get you that peace of mind that you paid for and deserve. On social media at McLeod Law LLP, online McLeod-law.com. January 2nd, it's today, all the way back to 1992. What were you doing in 92, Retro?
I was probably dominating the dub, just kicking ass. You know?
Probably, eh? Yeah.
Probably in Brandon. Just
who would you be? Yeah. Colin Kluche or something?
Kluch and Dinger.
Yeah. Kluch and Dinger. Yeah, for sure. Maybe some Jeff Staples or something like that.
Yeah. Big Stapes.
It was on this date in 1992, the Calgary Flames and Toronto Maple Leafs hooked up in a blockbuster deal. Oof. Calgary sent Doug Gilmour, Rick Natras, Jamie McCowan, Rick Wamsley, and Kent Manderville to the Leafs in exchange for Gary Leeman, Michel Petit, Craig Berube, Jeff Reese, and Alexander Godiniuk. Oof. Pegged by many, and I think it's probably safe to say, the worst trade in franchise history. There have been some good ones. There have been some bad ones, and I feel then there's this one. Ryan Pike, I just kind of looked around online and going back on FlamesNation.ca, he had done a story a while back about just worst trades in franchise history, and this one is at the top of that list. Just some context as he kind of flushed it out. December of 91, so about a month earlier, Gilmour and the Flames went to arbitration, kind of a rundown. An off-season salary dispute with Flames GM Doug Risebrough at the time carried into the season. Gilmour was playing the option year of his contract salary, which was at $450,000. Couldn't reach a deal on an extension. They went to arbitration. The Flames said, okay, from $450, we'll go to $550. Gilmour said, I want 1.2, thinking they would settle in about $800. The arbitrator said, how about $750? So closer to the Gilmour side than the Flames side. But Gilmour was angry and bitter at the time. He alleged that executives with the team and the league had tampered with the process. The arbitrator apparently attended a Flames game with team management on the night before the hearing.
Ooh.
Looks a little fishy. Gilmore had 38 points in 38 games. Despite being sour, was still playing very well. Following the decision, he said, I would like a trade. Threatened legal action towards tampering. He said, I'm done. He led the team to a 3-2 overtime victory on New Year's Eve and was done on January 1st. So Doug Risebrough said, you know what I need to do? I need to swing like a 10-player trade tomorrow. We need to really get in front of this. You don't want to be here? All right, let's get you the hell out. That's one thing you want to do is really when you're emotional is just make a snap decision.
Oh, yeah. Just deal with it. Get it off the plate.
And you do wonder how the hell you ever got to the point, because you'd start, okay, Doug Gilmore. You like Gilmore? Yeah, we like Gilmore. Well, what do you think? Well, we got Gary Leeman. He had 50 goals 2 years ago. Okay, well, we're gonna want more than Leeman. Well, what about Berube? Okay, we like him, but then we need to move somebody else. Like, how do you get to that many players? Well, if you're throwing us a goalie, then we got to send you a goalie. And if you want a veteran guy, then we got to send you a veteran guy. And you need a deal. Like, holy crap.
So Gilmore and McCowan.
Gilmore, McCowan, Walmsley, and Manderville. And Rick Natras. Like, you need a pen and paper to try and figure this thing out. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, like okay, so go down the other side and who kind of, okay, you take him, we'll take him.
So here's how it ended
what
up.
Was the piece to resist? So Leeman
played 59 games for the Flames, then was traded to Montreal for Brian Skrudland. Berube played 113 games and was traded to Washington for a fifth. Godinyak played 33 games and was picked by Florida in the expansion draft. Michel Petit played 134 games and then left as a UFA. And Jeff Reese played 39 games, then was traded to Hartford for Dan Kesmer.
So Reese, they probably wanted Reese because they probably needed a goalie. I wonder.
Because Walmsley was leaving.
Yeah.
So they needed a goalie back. Gilmore, meanwhile, I don't know if you caught it, really kind of ramped up his game.
Did he find his footing?
452 points in 393 games for the Leafs. Yeah.
Some iconic hockey was played. I feel like I remember
some big goals and playoff runs. Did not lead them to a cup like happened in Calgary, of course, but seems like a clear winner in this trade.
Made an impact when he got there, did he?
Yeah. Michel Petit. I mean, I remember at the time I was old enough, like I kind of knew what was happening. And even at the time, McCowan's kind of good, isn't he? Gilmore is awesome. Alexander, what are we looking at here?
Oh, well.
No bueno, Retro. So on this date, the worst trade. I'll go out on a limb and I'll say it. The worst trade in franchise history. And a little sniff of some collusion, some controversy in there as well.
Some behind the scenes stuff from Dean. Wow. Really dug in on that.
And oddly, now Doug Risebrough, not heralded as one of the game's great general managers, looking back.
Well, if that guy you just said had turned out, it would have been a different story.
Oh, Alexander Godinyak. Yeah. So did you end up playing with him in Florida? I don't really remember him as a...
No, he didn't. He didn't really make a name for himself at the Panteros either.
No? Damn it. That'd be the only thing that would make it worse is, Godinyak got picked and then went on to multiple 50-goal seasons.
Connie, let's not have any of those.
Connie, don't do it. Just, you know what? Call us. Because you know what? If Risebrough, even then, I'd have been a teenager. If Risebrough would have called, I'd have said, put the phone down. No. Maybe you have to trade Doug Gilmore. Maybe this is an irreparable situation. But you're getting a whole bag of shit here.
Yeah, you can do
for
better.
Some decent and very good players. Woof. It's not that hard, like you say, all the time. We could do this.
If you just pay attention, you can do it.
Just pay attention. Michel Petit? Godiniuk? I mean, Berube's a great guy. You take him in the trade, but
Yeah, I'd keep Berube in the trade, but then you dumped him for a fifth anyway.
for a fifth. McLeod Law, they won't do that to you. You won't be left after it's all said and done
Hold
feeling
the
like
bag.
you'll feel great. You'll be on the other side. You'll be like, I can't believe how great we did here. Thank you, McLeod Law. It's about community. It's about treating people the right way. And I mean, it's their Calgary roots, big part of their long-standing client relationships and their relationship with this city. They are diverse and varied and committed to making a positive impact in Calgary. Good people. They are your first and only contact. If there's something comes up in your life where you need some legal assistance, it's McLeod Law. McLeod-law.com. I see Pinder's somewhere there.
Yeah, he's there yet. Look at he looks great.
Yeah, you look great.
Let him get his Pinder report off the table here so that we can just get rid of this guy.
I don't know how this is going to go.
I don't either. I'm nervous.
We've never known how anything's going to go.
So you knew we had a show today, or was that? Did we know that was?
I was pretty sure we had a
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't need to be playing Mario Kart at 3 a.m. in hindsight.
3 a.m. Did you win?
Dominating.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Village Honda brings you the Pinder Report. All the best to everybody in 2024 from Anthony and everybody up at Village Honda, who of course are your dealership for life.
What? Now 3 a.m. on New Year's Eve or New Year's morning makes more sense than this morning. I don't get it.
Yeah, back to back. Yeah, stacking. Real
good,
smart.
good.
New resolution. Yeah. Night owl. No.
Your new resolution
Not
is
good.
to make sure you stack drunks on top of each other. Good for you.
I'm sticking to my strengths, Rhett.
So now you go back to the 22nd, which was the Holiday Spirits program, to the 2nd of January. How many of whether they've been stacked or just kind of one-offs, how many have there been, would you say?
Probably only 3, but 2 back to back now.
Here's Tara chiming in on the in the comments. Never
Thank
change
you,
Pinder. I don't think he's capable of it, even if he wanted to. Like, it's with resolutions. I'm really going to turn things around. No,
I'm not pretending.
No, you're not.
We know it. Yeah.
For Village Honda, here comes a dandy Pinder report.
All right, fellas, we start with the standings. You saw them earlier. Let's flash them again. There they are. Tied for 7th from the bottom, whatever that's worth. And nowhere near a wild card either. Mucky middle. Gross. Schedule for January, boys. They're going to play Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. With one exception. Look at that. Holy.
I like that. That's
Is that an
great.
organized month or what?
Set schedule. Perfect.
You love the set schedule.
Yes, look at that, dude. Look, every other day, Rhett, mostly, with an extra day off on Sunday. Love it.
Sunday's a day off. Great day off. It's NFL
Football?
playoffs.
Yeah.
So I mean,
there you go.
take it off.
So look at this month, Retro. You've got the I guess even just this week, they kick off that 4-game trip tonight. Philadelphia on Saturday at 11 a.m. And then the final game of the trip, the Chicago, 1 p.m.
Matinee.
I don't know which one that is going to be worse. That 11 in Philly, that's no good. That's so early. Regardless, yeah, I get it's whatever, 1 o'clock Eastern time. Maybe you'll be adjusted to Eastern time, but that's
It's too early.
And then do it again the next day.
And then do it again the very next day.
Yeah. And again, this isn't the gauntlet run, but these aren't bad teams either. Like, you look at the next 6 or 7, and it's like, those are all teams that are fighting for a playoff spot.
Well, the next 2 are teams they're supposed to want to catch, right? So
yeah,
it's not ideal.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Sign you up for that, okay? Jacob Markstrom's been great. Let's look at his recent numbers. Talk about playing well, fellas. 5 starts, 931, and a 202. That's Kipper type stuff, albeit small sample.
It is a small sample, but undeniable. He has looked very good. Just break your hand when.
So trade him. Don't break his hand.
Oh, okay.
Really wish
trade him.
Okay,
because gets a little bit of rest, comes back, and if the broken hand is the thing, then maybe you just got to make some hard decisions in the back. Kind of hit his hand with the ball peen hammer. He's going to miss 6 or 7 games and then come back and put up a 2.02. That's how you win in the playoffs, baby.
Flames did tweak their lines a tiny bit heading into the game against Philadelphia. We talked about it 2 weeks ago on the show. Would you swap Huberdeau for Mangiapane? Ryan Huska said yes. And Dean, you did Afterburner. I mean, seemed to be well received, the swap for Mangiapane and Huberdeau, who were both struggling.
Well, everybody kind of got in on it. Mangiapane had a 3-point night. Coleman scores, Backlund scores, so you never really worry about that line. Huberdeau
gets off the schneid.
Looked okay. I think Sharangovich is going to be, at this point now, he seems like he's in a spot where he's going to be comfortable wherever you place him to a certain extent. And that middle 3, Kadri, Zary, and Pospisil, just keep those guys together. It is the thing. What do you do with Huberdeau? It's which line, it feels like, which line are you going to disrupt by putting him on there when it should be the other way? Which line are you going to give an advantage to
enhance
by putting Huberdeau on there? But we'll see. Just Lindholm, don't get cranky and pouty. Just play. Don't get all poopy pants and I hate this guy. Just play,
We'll get you to Colorado soon enough, Elias. Just settle down.
You'll be out of here. Just, hey, you make my job easier if you put some points up. He's got a 2-point. I think he's got a 2-game point streak. Is that what it, or something like that? Or I don't know. Fucking rights. Keep punching, Elias.
Oh no. Pinder. Now what? Sir, are you more annoyed with the 3 a.m. or the lack of prep?
I don't think it's even lack of prep, because he is prepped. It's just
He's got no internet.
Well, that's the thing, is there's I didn't bring the right cord for my microphone, and then there's and my Wi-Fi is dog S.
Well, we should get that fixed. Get that looked at for him.
That's right, fellas.
Oh,
what? Did something happen?
I don't know. Yeah, I just kicked the power cord. I don't know what Let's take a quick look at Minnesota's lines, shall we?
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
They're missing some bodies. We talked about it. No Kaprizov, no Zuccarello. Those two plus Hartman used to be a top line, and now it's a very different looking group. Nick Patan in there. Wow. Okay. Very good. Okay. That's Ford Group.
Marco Rossi, good young player. You've talked about him, Ryan. He's a Calder eligible guy. It's going to be Bedard, obviously, but he also is in that mix of the next guys under who are having a fine rookie season.
Your boy Jacob Middleton had a tilt the other night. I think he fought.
Yes, he did.
Brendan Dillon.
It was Brendan Dillon.
Brock Faber, you talked about. Goligoski, Spurgeon, Bogosian, who they added in trade, and Dakota Mermis, which sounds like a country singer, doesn't it?
I don't know what it sounds like.
Mermaid.
Who was the cokehead who wrote the children's books? Because there was a Mermal. No. There was something. I'll look it up here while you continue to do this Pinder report.
Let's head overseas, fellas, where a 51-year-old is still making moves. This is good stuff. That's another helper for Yags, boys.
I love that he's getting points. I'm not sure how much he did there. I think Boom could have made that pass.
Thanks, buddy.
Taking some space there. It's all time and space, Rhett. Playing chess.
Robert Munch.
2 points in, I think, 4 or 5 games. Robert Munch?
Robert Munch is the author that I'm.
Was Munch a bit of a? He was
oh, yeah.
Really?
He liked the old booger shaker
Wingnut,
for
eh?
sure. Oh, yeah. Crazy.
Huh.
Murmel.
Are you sure it wasn't LSD or anything?
It was something.
I don't think he was that choosy. Maybe it's just anything.
Well,
let's
just
go
whatever...
to BCHL. This sucks.
Okay.
Just going to play the puck here.
I'll play it off the hey, what are you doing? Dude.
This is Steve Smith. Powell River Kings. Oh, dear.
Well, face the puck, goalie.
Too.
That's face not how you play that.
I love that the goalie's showing him up. Hey, just absolutely.
Hey,
you idiot!
Are you? He's giving him the old.
Are you blaming the goalie on that one? You're part of the defenseman union.
Face the puck.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Jeepers. Turn your back to the puck.
Yeah.
What if something shitty happens? The guy loses control.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to some U9 hockey because that always makes the Pinder Report.
Yes.
Sure it's good stuff right here.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said, let him
Scooping it up. Yeah, Michigan.
From
no
your
big
own
deal,
end.
guys. Everyone's doing it. Yeah, hadn't seen that one before. The Bills went to a Sabres game, Rhett. You're going to love the commentary. A couple of the football players getting some hockey action right on the glass, too.
Good, huh? Want to buy? All right. Let's go, Darlene, do something. Ice that Oh! My hot dog. My hot dog. I know they be banged up. Yo, I want to do this. Like, we could all be defense and offensive players, bro. That be lit. It be dangerous. That lit, bro. Oh, he dropped the stick. What was the call? What's slashing? What is that? What is slashing? They start playing DMX when they start fighting, right? But they not slick for that. That was a good save. Caught that joint like this. When you catch like that? Oh! Yo, it was like in the air, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's a Sports Center top 10 play. The puck was flipping in the air. He took his stick. It was like, that's tough. Take that. Oh! Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! Yeah. That's one. Hey, 3 more. Oh, take the shot. See what I mean? But they got a wide open lane. They got to take that, right? That's not that easy.
Who's he asking?
Anybody.
Yeah, you guys know hockey.
That's
not that easy.
That's the big new thing now, right? Is football players or guys from different sports going to their same city, their sister teams, if you will. We've seen it at baseball and that, but yeah, the football players at hockey is the best one, I think.
Okay, we get into the nonsense
game.
All right.
Yeah, was that the blowout? The nonsense file's big. There's been a lot of days since we did some nonsense. Yeah. So this is, I believe, in Russia, where careful who you want to get into a little yelling match with on the.
What he said.
Yep.
Смысл меня подрезал? Смысл меня подрезал? Я не понял вообще. Ты как ездишь? Чё хочу?
Okay, I'll just be getting back into my car and have a good day.
В смысле, это свои были?
Get you a coffee?
Careful now. Careful.
Is that shit in your pants? Yes, it is. Yep.
And apologies for that shit.
Because I smell it. Yep.
Apologies.
No, it's for sure. It is. Yes. What happened back there?
So,
don't worry about it. And you shit your pants? I did. Yes. Just let it go. Let it go.
They say don't loft the ball in bowling, right? You got a smooth delivery right onto the lane, right?
Bend your knees.
Because if you throw it in the air, things could happen. Let's take a look. This guy thought he was funny lofting the ball. You can't do that.
Hit the roof, pull here.
Oh man.
Oh dear. That's
So
That's pay for that.
Is that water? Yeah.
yeah.
a little
That's some
brown.
sort of liquid. Yeah. Might not
Or
be the
maybe
right.
It's, yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe it's some poo
Not
water
good.
from the upstairs apartment. That's not good.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd want to own a bowling alley, because all people want to ever do is either throw the ball as hard as they can or bang.
Bleep
It's just-
around.
Not down here, Dean. People take it serious down
is it?
here. They're in it for the right reasons. You don't
Good
piss
to
around.
know. Yeah. Yeah. The purists in Buffalo would have none of that
That's right.
tomfoolery at the bowling lane.
Craig Muni. I think Craig Muni owns a bowling alley. in the
Former
area.
Jet.
Really.
Yeah.
Munda.
You guys have any fireworks on New Year's Eve?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, there's Christmas
Ask my wife.
concerts and stuff. I think. Oh wow. Sounds like somebody mistook the fireworks for some sparklers. Let's go to the video. I'm not sure how this went.
No one's really saving the kid.
No,
Oh,
that could have gone better.
also in Buffalo, they take their fireworks seriously.
Back it
How
up, Tim.
loud would
Jeez.
that be?
Back it up, Tim.
Terry, back it up. What you do, Terry?
What you doing, Tim?
I do like the just the mom's all freaking out. Yeah, someone's in big
Some
trouble there.
ragers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone's in trouble
time.
there for sure.
Speaking of trouble, someone threw a party, and sometimes the party, well, the house doesn't survive it. Let's have a look. Although Grandpa slept through everything, it looks like.
Oh, jeez. It's Christmas cheer.
This is not. Oh, the Dolphins fan is having a day here.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, he's getting jerseyed.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Festive time of year, Dean. Just good to be around your fellow
Oh.
man.
Now that guy, he did
Bang.
come in with a bit of a sucker there, so he deserves whatever he's gonna get.
I like the sign here. Using what's around you.
Yeah,
I like this
Right here.
move
Sink.
right here. Right here.
as a
Yeah.
spear and
Ah,
got him
bink.
too, and knocked
Drilled
him
him
down.
right in the
That's a hell
back.
of a throw.
Yeah. Good work.
We started
everyone.
again because the guy takes a swing at the Miami Dolphin, and then the Dolphin guy gets hit with some sort of a beverage coming up here. What's he got? This guy in the black shirt. Like, is that a?
Yeah, that's
what's
some
he
OJ.
got there? Is
Is that
is
nog?
that some oat nog?
It's kombucha.
And look at the
Uh,
footwear on the Dolphin guy. He manages to keep his balance. He's got some like slides on or something. That should be
Look at
that's the
that.
highlight of the
Wow,
night right
good
there.
stuff.
That's a great throw. Oh man. That's good stuff.
All right, what do we have next, Jack? I think we got a couple left. Thank you. Yeah, a couple left. What do we got here? Oh yeah, this is you're playing that music, you're drinking, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy holidays there to that
Got the
fella.
pogues going in there. Of course you're gonna be. Look at
Ow.
yeah.
Bonk. Oh dear. Yeah.
Ow.
Ouch. And I think we close out with a soccer highlight because I know you guys love footy so much.
Toquetinho para a corrida lá no meio da Vadeir em cima do Idemar, pode mandar o charuto daí, olho no lance. Minha Nossa Senhora! De bola do Kevinho para a corrida lá no meio da Vadeir em cima do Idemar. Pode mandar o charuto daí, olho no lance. Minha Nossa Senhora!
Pay attention.
Is that right in the nose?
Right in the beak.
Oh, Rhett. And loses the drink too. That is just oof.
That would hurt.
A little whiplash there, Rhett.
Now, is it possible that the view was obstructed by the security guard there? That security guard's got to get the hell out of the road.
That's tough right there.
Bend it like Beckham.
Yeah,
that's right.
Fellas, that's just another rousing Pinder Report for Village Honda. You're welcome.
New in-stock inventory arriving daily. Start your automotive adventures at Village Honda. New vehicle pricing, as always, MSRP. Find them online, villagehonda.com. And, of course, your dealership for life is in the Northwest Auto Mall. Now, Retro, tough week for you in the Betway bets.
Oh, dear.
We didn't do Betway bets.
We always do Betway bets.
We weren't on.
Yeah, we sent them into Jack, yeah.
We weren't on the air, so how would we do them?
You saw them in the chat. Like you would have seen them being sent in. You just
must have missed it.
Yeah, chose not to.
I had a kid in the hospital.
Doesn't get email on his phone.
Betway bets. Get the Betway app and bet the responsible way with Betway. Big weekend in the NFL. Now, how did we do? Yeah, not ideal. Now, the Rams
Giants
were in
came
good
back in that
shape.
one. Yeah.
If they don't give up a punt return for a touchdown to Gunnar Olszewski, then they cover this, but they do not cover the -6. Vegas barely covers the 3.5, and Tampa Bay. The Saints have just given it to me all season. They decided, why not one more time? Tampa Bay at home, just by a field goal. Hey, Tampa, you win. You're in a really good shape here. No, let's not win. Let's mess ourselves at home. 1 out of 3. I'm still a smidge above 500 at 26 and 22.
It's not bad, Dino. It's making money. I went with some big lines here. Look at those numbers, like huge spreads. Covered 2 of 3. Buffalo Red. Should always take New England with the points against Buffalo, shouldn't you?
Well, especially when they run the first kickoff back for a touchdown and the guy doesn't get touched.
That.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bad start.
Not ideal. 2 for 3, we'll take it, and we're inching towards 500. If I could somehow go 3-0, we'd be back to 500.
One more week in the regular season. Look at Jackie boy. Look at Jack.
Not a boy. Look at that. Pulling away.
Big week, fellas.
Yeah, let's hear it. But come on now. Let's own this. Let's go.
What's going on in Pittsburgh? Do we got our new franchise quarterback?
Rudolph during the Christmas season. Can't be beaten.
I've said a lot of shit that was wrong, but that was one that I nailed. The Rudolph in the Christmas season.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
Red, I
that
will need
puts
the Bills to lose on Sunday night now.
Oh dear.
That's not nice.
Or the Jags. We root against the Jags.
No one wants the Jags in. Even the Jags owner doesn't want the team to do well.
Is that right?
Did you see the guy throwing drinks at the fans?
Yeah, David
Yeah,
Tepper.
that was bad.
Old Tepper.
It's a big week for me. What are we doing with Rhett here?
0 for 3.
0 for 3?
Ooh, Rhett's gonna.
I would have
dispute
gone.
that.
What would it? Let's.
Oh,
There it is. There it is. That's tough. That's
Wow,
it's
oof.
a rough way to go.
He's Rhett.
Dallas, Dak attack, and then I would have
Buffalo.
had to go the Bills. So I wouldn't have got the
Yeah.
Bills anyway.
And then your boy Lamar, who covered.
I probably would have taken Lamar because they need them to beat the Dolphins. So yeah, I'd have taken So I was 2 for 3.
Did Dallas
Red,
cover? I'm trying to remember that one.
I have found that Red is really good at picking the games that have already ended.
Yes,
But credit
we tried that
to
after
you for
Thanksgiving.
still taking the Bills despite knowing that they did not cover.
Well, I'm just saying this is what I would have. I would have taken Dak attack because he's my QB, and the Bills because I've kind of done that all year.
Yeah.
And then I'd have had one other one, and probably Pinder's right. I need the Dolphins to lose. Baltimore's going into Miami. Absolutely, let's go.
You love Lamar.
Ravens. So what was I?
You were
Over
0. Yeah,
Hmm.
you were 0. Let's see the
Nobody
first.
covered?
There it is. Yeah, that's.
Oh,
I can't believe I thought the Cowboys covered that game. They won.
Yeah, no covers. Tough week, Rhett. Sorry about that.
geez.
Next week, bounce back. Big bounce back week for you next week.
I was way worse than you, Boom.
I don't think so. I barely got the one that I got too. I think it was 3.5, and they 3. Gosh. Be better than we are. Although Pinder, you had a fine week. Be better than us. You can do it yourself. Get the Betway app. Get it on your phone.
Jack.
Get it on your tablet. Play along. Bet the responsible way with our buddies at Betway, the official gaming partner of Barn Burner. Betway. Little bit of Betway. Now the Canadian World Junior team. It wasn't in the Pinder report, but it's right.
Yeah.
Well, time for a summit, I guess.
Can I just say that the reffing sucks in Canada too?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
as a reference.
Now that you're an American,
Like at the tournament, or
No, any kids
Any level?
hockey, if
all the refs suck in Canada? Okay.
Yeah.
That'll
Okay.
be received well.
don't care. Do better.
do you
Feel
find
free.
yourself?
Too many.
Feel
Jeff.
free to do better.
Do you find
Too
yourself
many.
remarking when you're behind the bench? Must say,
I
Some fine
talked to a ref
officiating today.
we played in Toronto last week, and the ref even he goes, "It's stupid. These rules they make us. It's stupid. If there's a big hit, we have to call a penalty." Head
is that
contact.
what they say?
Yes.
They are
Yes.
too. You know what? They are very overzealous on the head contact
Oh,
stuff.
it's if there's a big
If
hit,
there's a big hit, it's a
there
hit
will
to
be
the
a
head.
penalty.
You're not wrong.
You could be the cleanest hit ever, perfect hockey play. Kid went
And you know
down.
what? And Pinder, you're just getting into it. This will be another one of those things where in 2 years
Yeah.
from now, you'll be singing the same
I'll be
hymn
moaning.
as us for sure.
Don't care.
Well, it's funny because like at this age they have refs. They don't call anything. 2 years we have not had a single penalty, so that changes quick.
And there shouldn't be, right? Unless some kid loses it and
Yeah, if
Let 'em
there's
play.
a
baseball
this-
swings at a guy.
yeah,
Let
if
him
there's
play.
a Dolphins
Mhm.
guy throwing his stick,
Yeah, if he's spearing a guy with throwing a javelin through his torso, then a penalty. Otherwise, let the kids play.
We've only
coming
had
up
one
on-
major stick swinging incident.
Only one.
One major stick swinging incident this year, but it was actually one of my kids on the other kid. So
well, then
friendly
it's
fire,
fine,
no
as
penalty.
long as you don't
Yeah.
want to be on the receiving end.
Yeah, I guess as a ref, you don't penalize that.
no, that's just team building.
That would be
It's not
insult to injury if you did.
Yeah.
Give your own guy the penalty. You'd have to have a conversation. That would be bad roughing.
Yeah.
That would be bad roughing. Today is Tuesday. Coming up on Thursday, just a reminder, get your emails in for Ask Rhett, a presentation of Bonton Meats. The email address, as always, askrhett@flamesnation.ca. And I'm curious where people are going to go. The holiday season's over. There'll be no question about marinating your beef or where to put your turkey or any of that sort of.
Everyone's going to be on a diet. What are you going to eat for your diet? That'll be the
Yeah, what are you doing? What are your resolutions?
You know what we're gonna get? A lot of what do I do in Phoenix questions.
Yeah, maybe. Are we ready for that? Because we've been talking about it for a long time. Are we prepared for
My bag is packed.
your bag is
Passport's
packed
ready.
and you're ready to go?
I need
Couple days, eh? You need to get away for a bit.
48.
Yeah.
Just give me 40.
Just 48. Babe, it's work. Sorry, babe. Work trip.
Sorry, babe.
Yeah, sorry, babe. It's a work trip. But no, we're looking forward to it again. Nationgear.ca. A couple of spots left if you want to get in there. $12.99 based on double occupancy. Your flights, your hotels, and your tickets to the game. Mullet Arena, Flames, and Coyotes coming up on the 11th. And then, so that's Thursday, fly home Saturday. A Friday
Perfect.
all to yourself. You want to golf? You want to booze? Whatever you want to do.
I'm going to sunburn.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you going
You
to
don't
eat?
believe in sunblock, do you, Rhett?
No, all those chemicals, terrible for you.
Is there a spot? Because that's how guys like us operate. When you go on a trip, the first thing is, okay, so where is there a spot there I need to eat at? What am I going to eat?
I don't think it's going to be 30 degrees out, but it's going to be warm enough that I'm going to want margaritas and chips and salsa. So,
amen.
Good call. Yeah, good call.
Definitely going to have some of that. And probably I need a prime rib dip from Houston's.
I was going to ask you, are you going to need the beef dip?
And then there's a Mexican sushi joint combo that is quite phenomenal. So probably I got to go there.
Okay. Good to know. It's like ask Rhett ahead of time. It's like ask Rhett on a Tuesday. So game time tonight, 6:00. Who's
Pinder,
doing?
I don't want to. Can I go away?
Go ahead.
Just Pinder.
Just go away.
Out.
Okay.
Yes, you'll see it later. Bye. Love you.
Who's doing the thing tonight?
Me and him.
Is it?
Yeah.
Think.
I'll be back in Calgary. Yeah. And
Okay.
it's you and Cammy on Thursday.
There you go. A couple of 6:00 starts. The Wild tonight, and then somebody else, Nashville. I think it is on Thursday, correct?
Yeah, and then you go Philly, Chicago. Bang, bang. Matinee.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
All right, I'll do DoorDash.
I got it for you right now if you want it. You know.
Let's do for some DoorDash. Get what you want from where you want, whenever you want it. It's and especially now you're kind of back to work. Kids are maybe at home making a mess of the house and stuff. Maybe they're back in school, but probably they aren't. You're gonna get home. It's like, have you guys done nothing all day? The house is a mess. Let's just get some DoorDash. Ordering's easy. You get the app, bang, shows up right on your doorstep. And right now, limited time, you folks get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter promo code Nation25, Nation25. That's the promo code to trigger that deal. So tonight, what's on the menu for DoorDash?
Well, how about in like 15 minutes, Dino? We can do a little Switzerland, Sweden over in Gothenburg, Sweden, at the World Juniors. And then around dinner time, Flames Wild on a Tuesday. Doesn't get better than this, fellas. 6:00. You nailed it. Both teams similar records. Minnesota a game over 500. Flames a game under 500. That's what's on the menu.
There you go. Nation25. That promo code on your first order, 25% off and 0 delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more. Dash that for the win with DoorDash. There are 13 games in the NHL tonight.
Wow.
So it's pretty much set for you. It's a DoorDash night, to be sure. Have a safe trip back to the city, Ryan.
Thanks, fellas. Sorry about me being an idiot. That's the one. In character.
Problem. Yeah, no problem. Bye, Ryan. How is the kid there, Retro? How's he feeling?
The kid is bouncing back. He's not at school. They started school again already. They only had a week off.
Yeah.
He is not at school, but I think probably tomorrow. Just coughing and coughing and coughing.
Yeah. Is he the type of kid you have to monitor that he would be milking it a little bit?
No, he's the opposite. He undersells it.
Oh, good kid. It's too bad. Doesn't deserve that kind of. He doesn't deserve that. You know. He'd be sad he's not at school. It's, everybody gets to go back to school today. Well, give him our best, because I know he's probably wondering. Yeah, some T's and P's to him. Tonight you're on Afterburner. Do you have any kind of a gut feel about this? Oof. They do get a win. They were pretty good against Philly, but
I think they win. Markstrom's feeling it. I think that don't they usually do good now and then
by the All-Star break?
Yeah.
All-Star break's about 3 weeks away, so they'll get on the run. We've talked about it already. This, I guess, maybe it feels this way every season, but they're getting points, but they're not gaining ground and they're not losing ground. It's where we thought finally they weren't going to find themselves, that this was going to be a year that inevitably they were just going to be near the bottom, regardless of whether they wanted to be or not. And maybe there's still enough games for that to be true. We're not even at the halfway mark, but it sure feels eerily similar to what we've been watching.
Enough games for what? Why? What makes us believe that they're going to now go and lose 10 in a row? The way Markstrom's playing, 2 against the last 3. Like, Ain't happening.
Yeah. Enjoy the game tonight.
It's depressing.
No, it's good. It's perfect.
You know what it is? It's a good test for Conroy. We'll find out what he's made of.
It is, hey?
Yeah. That's my hot take.
I like that. Hot take. All right, everybody, support the sponsors, subscribe and like. Pinder and Retro tonight on Afterburner. We're all back tomorrow to take
now
a look
wait,
back
I
at
wanted one last question because I saw you and Cammy the other night did Afterburner.
Hit me.
Now, who had the better glasses?
Oh, she did.
She
I
did.
think. Yeah, those were the remember the kokanee guy? He was kind of the outdoor, the whatever he was. The park ranger or whatever, and he had the big. I think those were what they were. I had the pit viper things going. Did you like them?
Oh, you look deadly. Really
Thanks,
good.
buddy. Yeah. Then they were too dark in here. So these are just kind of right. I can still kind of see, but it's enough to keep my eyes from watering and looking like I'm crying for 2
Burning
hours.
out of your head.
Yeah,
Skull.
sizzling in my skull.
How was Christmas dinner? Did you muck it up or did you hit a home run?
You know me.
I do.
I don't like to. I'm not pumping my own tires.
Nope.
Ham, turkey, prime rib. Did the full. We had people coming over. What do we have? 8 adults, 8 kids. So it was a full house. Lots of food. Had to be strategic. And I wanted. You know what I wanted to do? I'm going to do a bunch of sides. So I thought. I don't know. I maybe told Ryan the other day. We had honey soy glazed green beans, and we had roasted cheddar, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts and mashed potatoes, pierogies. Boom. So, as you know, I was maybe going to have to use your oven. Turkey in the oven, ham in the slow cooker, prime rib outside on the grill. Low and slow. Had to go out and because it's cold outside, you got to monitor the temperature about 250. We're going to keep this low and slow. And then I got doing stuff in the kitchen and stuff. It's like, forgot about the prime rib. Went outside, put the heat thermometer thing in it. 135-ish is for medium rare. I'm at 145, 148. I'm like, son of a bitch. I overcooked it. Took it off, put it in the kitchen, tented it with tin foil, forgot. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Can't believe I ruined it. Left it for a good hour and a half. Cut into that thing. It was perfect. It was perfect, Rhett. Pink in the middle, and sometimes and again, you leave it and let the juices reabsorb itself into the meat. The juices that flowed, sometimes it's kind of bloody. It's like, I'd maybe like it to be done a little bit lower. Clear, perfect. That outer cap, fall apart tender, nice crust on the outside. The turkey I put in way early. I saw, it's Gordon Ramsay. He'll tell you, you can tent it and let it sit for as long as you cook it. You cook it for 3 hours, let it sit for 3 hours. Because you don't need to worry about the meat being scorching hot because you're putting hot gravy on it. That turkey, it took all the juices back in. It was maybe my best day ever in the kitchen.
Wow.
Maybe my best day ever in the kitchen.
And a heavy, heavy undertaking.
It was a lot. Yeah, I did get some recruits. You handle the mashed potatoes. Can you just mash them and then we'll do the cream and butter and I'll salt. I'll do the rest of it. But it was a lot, buddy. But I'm pretty proud of myself. There's not much in life I'm proud of. Not a lot about me makes me happy. I was happy that day.
And all gone now.
Oh yeah. Even yesterday, I kept the ribs. Went to Bonton, of course, which you do. I've got a video that I'll share on the show. Bonton was a complete gong show. I mean, totally organized, and they knew what they were doing. People were lined up to the street.
Oh, baby.
They all had their scheduled appointment to go in and get their stuff, but man, it was jumping. So I got my, but they cut the bones off, but then tie them back on. Mm-hmm. So then as you roast it, you're getting that bone-in juicy flavor, goodness. Yeah. But then when you're done, the bones just come off, and then you've got your boneless prime rib roast to cut up. Yesterday, took those bones, prime rib soup.
Never done that.
Oh, dude, it was so good.
bet.
It was so good. And I stole, as I was carving it, there was just some of it was kind of falling off and that, and you got to eat it. But then some of it I kind of kept to the side. So I had big chunks of prime rib plus the bones in there yesterday. Mamma mia. And retro, my best get ahead gravy that I've ever done.
Really?
The next day, and I'm pretty happy with gravy. The best I've ever done. I put like 1 carrot.
Yeah, you
little
said
bit of
last
onion.
time too many carrots.
Between your sweet onions and your carrots, it gets too sweet.
Too sweet.
Nailed it. Friggin' nailed it. The next day, one of my daughter's friends came over and, oh, do you want some leftovers now? She said, this gravy is so good. When a 12-year-old girl comes over and compliments your gravy,
you know.
If I had anything else in life that I felt this good about, I'd be a changed man.
Be a billionaire.
Oh, if I had the confidence about anything else in my life like I felt about, now granted, it was one day. Why are you so happy? My gravy is so good today.
Crushed the gravy.
I nailed the gravy. How good am I? If I had that kind of confidence or self-esteem about other things in my life, I can't even imagine where I'd be. But here I sit. Did you get any food? Because again, you had the thing going.
It was terrible.
Oh.
Doug was telling me, but he's having leftovers because Doug ordered from Bonton too.
Yes, he did.
And so he was all excited, had his Bonton feast, and he was telling me about his leftovers the next day. And I was like, oh, I would do anything for a plate of leftovers.
And the nice thing was, because I'd made so much food, admittedly too much, but we had lots of leftovers. I was so
just
happy.
as excited about, right?
The nice cold ham the next day. You just kind of go rooting through the fridge. How about 2 or 3 pieces of ham? I'm going to have a hot turkey sandwich today. And I made so much gravy. I had lots of gravy left over. So good. Oh. I feel like I need to do it again right now. What's the Ukrainian Christmas is coming up. I can maybe do it for that. Pierogies are so good. Yeah. Well,
that's
thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Well, back to feeling crap about myself. Enjoy Afterburner tonight, and then we'll be back tomorrow, and take a look back. I don't know that I share your. Well, you know what? Wilder, they're banged up. They are banged up. Zuccarello had been good. He's out week to week. Gustafsson had been good in net. He's out. Kaprizov is out. Brodin is out. It could be a good spot for the Flames.
Well, it's better than having them in if you're looking for a win. Yeah. That's the problem. We're still stuck going, do we need this, or we just want to play good and not have points?
I looked at the game notes this morning, and it's still as bad as you think, the power play. It is 12.1%, 29th in the National Hockey League. We are past the new year. I don't know if you knew that we're past the new year.
We're into the new year.
Lindholm and Kadri are tied for the team lead in power play goals with 2. Kadri has 2 power play goals. Lindholm has 2, and there's 9 other donkeys with 1 power play goal. I don't. They're NHLers, right? How do you not have somebody that's remember? Like Ryan Smith or Holmstrom would just stand in front of the net and pucks would bang off their pants. Those guys, you could put them out there without a stick. They would have 3 or more power play goals just by standing in front of the net. 2. Maybe tonight. Tonight.
I guess we'll see.
Maybe tonight. Good to see you, buddy.
All right.
Happy New Year.
Yep.
Back tomorrow.
It's going to be great. 2024. Oh, baby.
Look how it's starting. On a roll. It's our year. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Support the sponsors. Subscribe, like, be good to somebody. See you tomorrow, buddies.